everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
I feel like I gotta come on here and clear some up, because never in a million years that I know that me coming on my platform speaking to my TikTok supporters about a portion of my life will have the internet in a frenzy. Mind you, this is my life. So let me clear some stuff up. Since the first two videos, okay, I get it. Yes, we had a disagreement. Yes, we had a conflict. Yes, we had a falling out. All of that is natural. All of that is normal. But what I'm not going to tolerate is the constant disrespect when it comes to my motherhood, the constant disrespect when it comes to my trauma and what I've been through, because neither of those things has anything to do with this situation. First things first, why was I side-eyeing her? I stated in the video it never was a problem that she had the same type of shoe. I a little side-eye, like, you know, it was my birthday. It never was a problem. I'm not a bad friend because I did not want to match. I'm not a bad friend because I wanted to be exclusive on my birthday. And I'm not a bad friend because we did not discuss us matching. So for you to just out the blue match with me, it just made me side-eye you. It was never no problem with it, because if it was a problem, we would never still took pictures together. Like, it was never an issue. It was just something that I myself looked at. Another thing I kept saying, why did you take her out your Instagram thread? Like, if you know me, you know me personally. I'm always on my Instagram deleting pictures that I don't like, editing my highlights. Like, I'm always editing my page. So that's how I was feeling at the time. I wanted to upload it, which I did. And later on down the line, I probably said to myself, oh, no, I don't want this on my page no more. Like, they already seen it. Like, you know, it never was given any ill intention. Like, why would I, again, upload something just to intentionally or maliciously delete it off my page? Like, oh, I don't, like, I'm not that type of person, because if I don't mess with you for real, you would never be uploaded on this page, boo. And no shade, no funny shit. Friendships should not be based off solely who uploads who on Instagram, who deleted who picture off Instagram. Again, my friendships are not based solely on Instagram. So we don't move like that. The next thing I kept seeing, you body shamed her. First and foremost, I've been 98 pounds through 110 pounds my whole entire life. So now that I'm officially like gaining weight, reaching my weight gain goals, hitting my self-care goals, and then I defend myself against someone, I'm body shaming. And y'all are the same females that's constantly in my comments and DMs every day asking me, Ari, how are you gaining? How are you gaining? So if I'm body shaming, why do you want tips from a girl that body shame? And on top of that, I didn't body shame anyone. If you talk about me, speak ill about me, I'm going low. I'm taking it to hell. All I did was call her skinny. Talk about body shame. People have been body shaming me my entire existence on social media before I started gaining weight. Oh, are you too skinny? Da 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 da. My first boob job. Oh, them big old hard old titties. Those big old hard old boobs. Y'all been body shaming me, and what I've been doing? Chalking it up. What I've been doing? Laughing at some of the jokes. What I've been doing? Still living my life comfortably. Like, y'all love to pick and choose, and it's weird. It's getting weird. Like, the list goes on and on. People didn't talk about my nose. People didn't talk about all sorts of things when it came to me. But when I say something back, it hit different. When Miss Chanel clapped back, it hit different. Another thing I was saying, why you turn your comments off? Oh, you must be the liar. Because you guys are mean, evil, cruel-hearted people who don't have a sense of decency. Like, the things y'all was commenting under my videos regarding me, my life, my trauma, my motherhood was just so nasty and vulgar. And like I said, this is my program. I run shit over here. I dictate all of this. Y'all keep saying I think I'm bigger than the program. I am the program. This is my program. I'm the star of this show. So if you don't like anything that's going on over here, all you have to do is block and delete. The same thing I do to y'all. But what y'all do? Make fake pages to come bother me. Now let's get into the topics. Why you didn't check on her when she was grieving. First of all, if you listen to the story correctly, you would have known. I said that year I was on go. February, I was in Vegas for the Super Bowl weekend, and then after Super Bowl weekend, I went to California for Valentine's Day weekend. Right after Valentine's Day weekend was my best friend's birthday, which was the end of February, so I went to Chicago with them right after February weekend in Chicago at the club. My birthday is in the beginning of March. Flew back home, went to Turks for my birthday in March. That's 4 locations already. Left Turks and came back home to Atlanta and still celebrated a Nicki Minaj concert. So I was on the go, 5 different locations. So at the end of all the festivities, when Danielle goes home, I recline, I go into my shell, I reset from all the traveling and everything that I've been doing, just to pour into me and solely focus on me, because I literally have been on the go. Like in that moment, I was not solely focused on nothing my friends had going on, because in my mindset I literally was just tending to all my friends. I just hung with my friends in Chicago, I hung with my cousins and my friend in Turks, I just hung with Danielle. She came here and chilled with me in Atlanta. So in my mind, I'm feeling like I'm good with all my friends. I celebrated my birthday, I celebrated everybody's birthday, like we had a ball. Now this is my time to recline, go on my bubble, go on my shell, and focus on me and lock back in, because mind you, I was just about to start nursing school and all of that. So I had to get my mindset and prepare. I was not thinking about nothing no one else had going on at the time. May have been a little selfish of me, but hey, we all got those selfish times in our life that we gotta solely just recline and focus on ourselves. This time it's the beginning of April, middle of it a little bit, and I noticed I'm unfollowed by Danielle. And as y'all can see, I'm gonna insert the messages again somewhere on the screen. I asked her literally like, dang, what's the problem? Why you unfollow me? Like, you feel me? And she literally stated she didn't have a problem with me then. She literally stated it had nothing to do with me then. When I asked her and I confronted her right then and there, what was the issue? She never said it was a problem. So I'm just trying to figure out when, where, and how did the issue occur. In my mind, I'm thinking, if there was not an issue, why did you unfollow me? Like, I was just literally so confused.
Please stop trying to play victim. Please stop trying to make it seem like you just so sweet and everybody doing something to you, or somebody did something to you, because I didn't do shit to you. So go on here with all that. You could have texted me. You have my number, because you could have texted me just like you found a reason to unfollow me without saying anything. We supposed to be quote unquote friends. We supposed to be Pisces soulmates. You sit up here and unfollow me out the blue for nothing. You ain't text my phone and told me shit. Like, what? Talking about I'm being sarcastic. How the fuck is I'm being sarcastic? I don't know what the fuck going on. You just unfollow me. You be doing that weird one. Nobody did shit to you. I didn't do nothing to you. And you was talking about some I could have texted you. Why is I'm texting you and you didn't text me back? I was the last motherfucker to make conversation with you. I'm not finna chase you or be no friend to a motherfucker that ain't reciprocating the same energy. Like, what we doing? And if you don't have a problem with me at all, what's tea then? What you unfollow me for? Stop trying to act like it ain't nothing when you feeling like something. If you feeling like something, say it. Speak on it. And if it's nothing a conversation couldn't fix at all, why we didn't have the conversation? You took it upon yourself to go on Instagram and unfollow me. You be doing that weird shit. I don't have time for it. Because I ain't gonna lie, I came around you and I was myself. I was genuine. I was pure. I was nice to you. I was real life a friend to you, gang. I was myself. Like, this shit weird. Like, bro, I ain't did shit to you. You sitting up here creating problems. If you had a problem with me, you could have called my phone. You could have texted my phone. But instead, you decided to get on Instagram and unfollow a motherfucker and make it seem like something. You create problems and then you try to paint this narrative. Well, we could have talked about it. Da, 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 da. Well, why we didn't talk about it then if you said we could have talked about it? Why we didn't talk about it then? You the one who ran and jumped the gun first. Unfollow me. What we got to talk? Why we got to do all that? Why we got to talk? Then okay, now we got to go follow each other back. Like, we too grown for that. If we're gonna be a friend, we're gonna be a friend. We're gonna be grown about the situation. If you felt like you had a problem or you felt like I wasn't there for you, Ari, you ain't on your P's and Q's as a friend. I feel like you slipping. I was going through this. I felt alone at this time. I feel like you should have been there for me. I would have been like, I can't be mad. Those your feelings. Damn, I'm sorry, friend. Like, I could have took accountability and been there for you. But how you went about the situation, that shit was wrong as hell.
And that's how I operate in my friendships. Like, if you're my friend, I expect you to speak up. Let me know when I'm doing something wrong, because I'm definitely going to speak up and let you know when you're doing something wrong to me or you make me feel a type of way. Like, don't play Inspector Gadget where I gotta chase you and try to figure out what I did and you gotta play unfollow game. Like, we don't have time for that. I'm too grown for that. Then in her videos, I haven't watched any of them, but the little screenshots and snippet people been sending me, one of them she said like, I'm mad that she cut me off. But if you see in this screenshot, she said I was distancing myself from her. But which lie do you want us to believe? Because did you cut me off or did I distance myself from you? I didn't have no reason to distance myself from you. You was just at my house. Which lie do you want us to keep up with and believe? Once I spoke up and I asked her why did she delete me off Instagram, things escalated from there. It never got resolved. In addition to why I didn't check on her while she was grieving. Okay, I'll take that. I probably did skip over a post or so, just looking past it. But honestly, like truly, like me personally, I too grieve. I have been through a traumatic experience in my life. And when I do grieve, I don't look around to see who's texting me, who's checking on me while I'm grieving. I'm feeling what I feel. I'm in my moment and I'm thinking of ways for me, myself, on how I can get myself through the day. So I'm not worrying about nobody else. I'm solely focused on me. She was constantly outside every weekend, every other day. So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, maybe she's just having a little moment, you know. We all have our moments. She'll be fine, like, in the next hour or so, or in the next day. Like, it was never no, I'm seeing my friend constantly just going through, like, hardships, and I'm not being there for her, and I'm not, you feel me? Because that's not even the type of person I am. You want to talk about checking on somebody when grieving. I lost my whole son. I grieve on a daily basis. I be in a grocery store and I see a woman with her son and I start feeling what I feel. Do I need my friend to text me and say, are you okay, friend, because you just seen that baby in the grocery store with her mom? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Y'all just don't get it. So let me get this straight. You got time to grieve, you got time to party, and you got time to worry about who and how and when someone is not texting you. Stop playing with me. And that's why I told her in the voice messages you guys heard, you love to create problems and play victim to them. Because how are you getting on me about not checking on you when you're grieving? But this picture is just a couple days before me and you talked about unfollowing me. You outside and your caption is look like it's shading me. Like, how did that work? But you mad at me that I didn't text you. Looks like you've been having a ball without me, boo. She still have not yet said what I did to her that was so bad, other than me not texting her when she was grieving. What did I do to you as a friend? Next topic, why did I bring up materials? I never brought up materials. You guys brought up materials. You guys are trying to bash me because you're projecting because of the things that God has blessed me with. It's not my fault. Take it up with God. He's the one that blessed me, and he's the one who's going to continue to bless me. Why? Because he literally knows my heart. Not one time during my story times did I ever mention that I have more than someone, that I'm doing better than anyone, or anything like that. I couldn't even get to part 2 and tell y'all the juicy details before Danielle was already making her parts. I only did part 1. I didn't even get to tell y'all anything. I'll jump the gun and say, I'm being materialistic. Y'all just looked at her page, looked at my page, and took whoever side y'all best related to. The proof is in the pudding. And it's mind-boggling me that she's constantly creating a narrative that I'm copying her, I'm stalking her, and I'm shading her. But her post that I showed y'all last was shade to me, right? Here's me, minding my business, in La La Land, in June, in my AMG, having my photographer take my photos. Literally having a ball. June comes before September, right? Okay. Now here's her in September having to rent a black truck just to shade me, steal my pose, all over her unfollowing me. Who's the bothered mean girl? Again, I was minding my business. I uploaded my birthday shoot for my birthday. My birthday is March 13th. Look how sexy I look. This was me on my birthday shoot. Once she seen my birthday shoot go viral on Facebook, now here she go pick with me again. Here she goes sharing her photos of her birthday shoot that happened a week ago. A whole week prior to mine. It was like she was waiting for me to post my pictures. She's talking about, for people not to like me, I be on people mood board. Girl, who mood board are you on? Because let me clock your tea. Is my eyes deceiving me? Or did she literally... She literally stole this whole girl photo shoot. You have no originality. So for you to constantly sit up here and say somebody is stalking you, saying I want to copy you, all of this, when you literally sit on Pinterest all day and recreate everything everyone else has done, is really baffling. It's mind-boggling, and it's a disgrace. is the last and final part to this story time, because I literally never expected it to blow up like this. I literally was just yapping and chatting away with my followers, and I just have to realize that my voice is literally so powerful. No matter what I touch, no matter what I say, it's just always going to hit. The voice that I have, and now that I know it's powerful, it's going to open up the right doors and get me in the right places with the right people. Stay tuned, because if y'all thought this story time was epic and crazy and wild and viral, oh, just wait, because there's way more in the chamber. Like, I'm gonna have y'all by the balls, baby.
I'm from Chicago, where bitches are weird as fuck.
So y'all wanna go tell me? Y'all wanna go tell me that a motherfucker's still on TikTok going on about a story time I've been wrapped up a week ago? Y'all talk too much, so let's get back into it. I'm gonna name this part 9, the receipts. What is you talking about? Yeah, I don't know how to do green screen, but I'm gonna show y'all these messages, and I'm gonna read them. So, she said, y'all asked her, why wasn't you there for your friend? Why didn't you take accountability for making her feel how she felt? On Facebook Live, this girl sat up here and said, how was I going to take accountability for something I never even knew about, right? If you go show receipts, show all the receipts, show everything, show the full messages, show everything. I don't know how to do green screen, y'all, so we finna have to work. We finna work.
Why the Versace robe hanging up in the closet like that?
Do I got a problem with her? I unfollow her, let's see, blah, blah, blah. I told her, we could have called we way better than her try to come at me trying to be sarcastic and laugh about a situation. I don't really got no problem with her. Bro, still to this day, I don't have no problem with this girl, but the fact that she trying to be on her bully with me. You see what I'm saying? Not saying I don't have a problem with her at all, meaning like I don't have no, it's no bad blood. You just ain't the friend for me. She proceeds to call me weird. Get defensive. She says this.
Stop trying to play victim. Please stop trying to play victim. Please stop trying to make it seem like you just so sweet and everybody doing something to you, or
like what? What? You come ask me about something, and the first thing you do is jump into defense mode game. Bet, let's keep going. I proceed to tell her my problem. I was going through family issues. My cousin passed away. I was grieving over my brother and my mama in and out the hospital. You saw me posting, you saw me going through shit. You ain't check in on me or nothing. Even after that, I was still commenting on her stuff, showing love, all that. Like, what is she talking about? What are you talking about? My first instinct is to always check in on my friends' game. Like, what? I have days I crash out too. I check in on you all the time. What is we talking about? She took me out her thread, and I did the rest for her. Like, what is we talking about? I told her my problem from day one. I told her my reason for day one. I was going through something. You didn't check in on me. Cool. And I've been told y'all, I didn't even charge it to her heart. It was when I peeped, she took me out her thread, and maybe, like, and she said in her video, I always change shit on Instagram. I didn't feel like having it back. I didn't feel like having her on my thread no more. Okay, let me know that. If we haven't talked for days, just like any human, if we haven't talked for days and I'm going through something and I feel like we've been distant or whatever like that, and then you end up taking me out your thread, say friend. It wasn't no beef. It wasn't nothing with you. I just took you out my thread because I didn't want that a part of my Instagram aesthetic. So whatever the reason was, you could have just. If that really was the reason, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, any human would literally feel like they was, like, it was a problem. Like, oh, damn, she took me out her thread. I bet. I feel like I'm finna do the rest for you. See what I'm saying? Like, if I'm wrong, though, let me know. Let me know if I'm wrong about this. In the comments, let me know. When I did not have a personal problem with her. You just wasn't a friend for me. Because one thing about it, just like I said in those messages, I check in on you even if I feel like I'm overstepping my boundaries. What are you talking about?
And also, in all honesty, I feel like I didn't text you because what was I going to say? What was I going to say? I feel like you're not there for me.
When I got people that's there for me.
You don't have to tell me how to be there for you or when to be there for you. Every time I literally feel like I even get the feeling that I don't see you posting up, I don't see you talking up. I check in on you. I make sure you're
All
I'm
the
there for
time.
you. Or so, what was I gonna say? I feel like you're not there for me. What?
We
that's-
too grown
at
for that.
point, it's like I'm begging you to be there for me, and that's not how it's supposed to be.
At
Because
all.
you don't have to do that with me.
At all.
It's not about none of that. I'm not
It's
weird
not.
because I was going through stuff. I'm not weird at all. You have never. You said I be doing that weird stuff. I don't do nothing. I don't do. What do I?
She proceeds to say, I'm playing a victim.
Denia, you playing the victim, bro. And at this point, I'm gonna just stop talking to you because there's not gonna be no resolution.
No resolution.
I'm gonna feel how I feel. We're gonna go about our day.
Okay.
First of all, you.
Okay, so she said we gonna go on about our day. I bet. Why would you come to me and ask me what's the problem, what's the tea with our friendship? And why I'm following you this, and that, and then I'll tell you the reason and I tell you the problem, and you still proceed to call me weird, call me, say I'm playing victim, say I'm trying to turn the show image, say I'm trying to paint this narrative of you, bro. What? She also says this.
It makes me a bad friend that I didn't slide up that one time that you was going through something, so that made you unfollow me and I want to be my friend or whatever case may be. Then I don't need you around me, bro. Because the type of
She don't want people around her that make her take accountability. Me, unfortunately, you're gonna have to take accountability around me. Like, what are we talking about, gang? You? What? Bro. If you, like, what? You took me out your thread, you ain't coming back. Like, when I was still fucking with you, you was basically making it seem like I did something to you, when in reality, you wasn't there for me. Like, I'm so confused.
Sit right here and say that when I don't notice the slightest thing. I didn't even know that your house was broken into until you came to the internet about it. So you can't sit up here and tell me it's never been a time where I didn't notice where you was off the slightest bit and I haven't been there for you or felt like I
can go on and on. One thing about me, I'm gonna check on my friends. I don't care if you strong, I don't care if you look like you got it all together. I'm gonna check on my friends, and that's just me. I even gave her the option to call me.
I'm not even trying to that's why I said, like, also we can talk on the phone. I don't know if I just said this, and I wanna, if we're gonna talk, like, I know you wanna talk because you texted me about it. So if we gonna talk, I feel like we should have clear communication and direct communication instead of talking at each other, because I
Proceeds to say,
hey, you're gonna feel how you're gonna feel and I'm gonna feel how I'm gonna feel, and it's just gonna be that. You can't tell me don't say this or don't say that.
Yeah.
I misunderstood just yourself to be denied. You created problems or you created these problems. You making these, you doing all this shit because I didn't feel that type of way. I felt like you was my friend, bro. Like, I don't have no friends that's girls, so when you came around in my life, I was telling you, like, I fuck with you. I feel like you was my pipey soul man and all this shit,
but y'all said she basically was trying to make it seem like I was hating on her. I don't know. And y'all, the conversation left off like
I ain't
this.
gonna lie, I'm gonna just stop talking to you because I can see myself get even more mad about the situation because I know for a fact how I'm coming. So go ahead, have a good day, and I still wish you the best, and I love you too.
Not friends no more because I had a great ass judgment and cut that shit off where it was. We not friends no more because I called the shit for what it was and I cut it off in a dope and you're mad about it. And let's talk about it. Friends no more because you think it's okay to get on the internet and bash your old. You think it's okay to get on the internet and talk about me. We not friends no more because, gang, like, you think this okay. You think this okay. You think it's okay. You think it's okay to get on the internet and talk about me. You think it's okay to call me ugly? Like what? You think it's okay to call me a bum? Like what? Not friends because you think it's okay for your other friends to talk about me. Like what? I never bashed this girl for real. I only tried to defend myself. We really not friends because even after us being friends, you went around and tried to dog my name out and text messages and get on Facebook and talk about me and get on the Instagram and talk about me. Like, you're bullying. You're bullying. That's why we're not friends no more. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm tired of this. Fuck that friendship. We ain't been friends in almost a year. Don't nobody even remember we hung out no more. I'm tired of this shit. This shit played out. You dragging it, gang. Like, just leave. We gonna leave it at where it's at on my life. Like, leave it alone. Just feel like if you was go this whole mile, bro, you could have just went about this shit with integrity and we could have came back together eventually down the line and chopped it up when we both was in a space to do that. But no, you went out like a sad ass dog You bogus as hell. You got on the internet, you tried to bash me, and I never once did that to you. I only wanted to protect myself. What you talking about? I never went around. Motherfuckers never knew we weren't friends. Motherfuckers never knew shit. You came doing that shit first. You thought you was gonna get on the internet and bash me and make up a whole fucking storyline about me. No, it don't work like that. If you go be real, if you go tell some shit, be real about it. And one thing about me, ain't no bitch ever finna make no story time about me and get away with some lies. It's never gay. Calm me the fuck back. No, though, y'all do see I did tell her what the problem was. I told her what my issue was. You wasn't there for me as a friend. My story never changed. And she also said why she wasn't. But okay.
Hold on. Bum ya. You know you can't F with me and nothing on no level. Oh, she's showing the message. See, this is what we need to see. In no day, it's been a billion bees on this universe that could possibly F with me before you. You never standed a chance. You never stood a chance. A butterfly in the sky. You need to go twice as high. This is why reading is fundamental, okay? I was the only bee who had a little faith in you, and you're trying to call me evil. Coming around me literally turns you up a notch, and now you feeling like something. Okay, bet. You flat chest, saggy little boy body having ass bitch. You thrift store shopping low budget ass bitch. You're a cornball. Your breath stink. Your skin is marked up, crusty, dusty, and musty, and that's just me looking at you and you describing you from the outside. I can't believe you're really letting Kiora and them little ass photo shoots get to your head and making you think you could F with me in anything. I'm baffled. Wow, that's supposed to be your friend? She says, Danyas, or D-N-Y, she had her lace top and a rubber band. Bum. Use a Pinterest dressing corn on the cob as 304. You're no fashionista, babe. You're a basic trashy bee. Like so many people text my phone and tell me so much tea about you. All I do is laugh because you're literally boring to be with because I'm already winning at everything. So it's been times I don't even bother you, but come on, a tied up lace top. You so skinny, it's a shame. Nothing fits. Do better. Hey. She says, I'm copying you. You literally the ugly version of me, little mama. Same pose and all. Damn. Damn, that's crazy. You done had multiple ugly hairstyles. You can't dress. Your purse collection consists of Sheen and Fashion Over bags. You look like Scream. Your heels, bags, ugly gang. And don't think you get any points for this weak outfit because this ain't work. Turning leggings into a one piece is bum. Not fashion, boo. Again, purse still ugly and flat. Damn. That's cold. Me and so-and-so been saying that all day. Like, Denia literally can't F with. Shows how jealous she was. She always been.
Your character, I ain't into the business of that. I want you to flourish and be the person you aspire to be. Literally. I ain't on none of that trying to make you look like the bad person. None of that. That's just your feelings. That's just my feelings. And like I said, you have your feelings. It wasn't nothing that we couldn't talk about. And Yeah, that's all I got to say.
What to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. So now we done got this whole 30-part damn series over. And these two girls, they done went back and forth. And I guess we're going to hear the verdict, man. I think it's a very, very loss of communication between these two young ladies. Um, I think that one of them really wanted the relationship to flourish, and one of them felt slighted about how she thought the relationship was, but didn't when she realized the relationship was only about her. Okay, this woman, thought the relationship was more than what it was, but when her friend, the other girl, Ari Chanel, didn't reach out to her when she was grieving, she realized, oh, okay, it was really, this relationship was only about her. And Ari Chanel was, she's that girl. But then, just because you're that girl, everybody don't have to follow behind you. And so I think that's what she wanted. It was a follower. And Barbie World wasn't following. So that backfired. I think Ari Chanel kind of discredited herself doing all that talking and stuff through the stories and stuff, putting all that bad energy out there. But hopefully, she get it together next time. It's not a good look for future references when you're dealing with friends, because when stuff go down, this is how she gonna treat you. And if you want to be treated like that by a friend and lose your friend over some online beef, that's really nothing. Really, she didn't have to tell this story. It was pretty whack for her to tell this story because it wasn't good. It was just like two girls who arguing, and this happens all the time. So just so happens that these girls feel like they the need to express themselves online. So, everyday people, man, let me know what y'all think about this crazy situation in the comment section. I hope that these two ladies just, agree to disagree, move on with their life. I don't think there's really no beef at this point. They're over it. So am I. Everyday people, like, comment, subscribe. My holla at you later. Peace.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.